Hey, this is Chris. Keeping it real, facts over fear. How you doing today? I'm thinking about these new variants that are appearing. You know, the one of the coronavirus. Excuse me. The one started in England, they think, and this latest one has been in South Africa. And it's really got me to thinking about the whole response to this virus, and we've been told that what we needed to do was flatten the curve so that hospitals wouldn't be overwhelmed. And so that sounds like a good idea, except it's had this unintended consequence that nobody ever thought of, right? That you let this virus hang around, and sooner or later it's going to mutate. And who knows if the next mutation is something that the vaccine will still take care of. And it's like you could probably say, well, if we isolate a new variant and the current vaccine doesn't work, then we can always just make another vaccine, because we've already got the delivery system. That was the big deal, right, of getting the vaccine to the cells where it needs to go. And so that was the big piece of the puzzle, was making sure that the vaccine could be transported efficiently to the cells without the immune system killing them before they got there. But it just goes to show you how when you focus on this whole situation, when you focus on just one aspect of something and you ignore everything else, then you end up in situations like this where it is possible. Now, I don't know how likely it is, and I'm not trying to be alarmist. I'm just making a point that this thing could in fact mutate into something that the vaccine does not take care of, and it could mutate into something more deadly. Now, it could mutate into something less deadly. So, again, not trying to be alarmist, but still, it would really kind of, suck if we get into like March or we're going to get to March here pretty quick, but April or May, and a new variant comes out, a new mutation comes out that the vaccine doesn't work against, and so what have we accomplished in the last 12 to 15 months? And it will be that we hadn't accomplished anything. And all the talk about all you got to do is wear your mask, and all you got to do is do this and do that, and everything will be okay, just wait till the vaccine gets here, blah blah blah. It's all going to be, it would in that case all be for naught. Just like that would be for naught, just like, not paying attention to the economy while this is going on and saying, well, no, this is the most important thing. We're not going to worry about people who can't get into the hospital for other reasons. We're just going to shut the hospital like they did last summer, right? Or last spring. We're just going to shut everything down. I know they didn't shut everything down, but or we're not going to worry about all these people, tens of millions of people who've lost their jobs, because they just really don't matter. I mean, their life is not worth what a COVID-19 victim's life is. So we've created this special class of victims, which, nobody wants to see people die, but on the other hand, it's like, of course, this is something I've thought for a long time, and I've mentioned from time to time. There has been no kind of holistic approach to this thing. There's not been any real cost-benefit analysis of doing things one way versus doing things another. And if there has been an analysis, it's only been in terms of deaths and hospitalizations. It hasn't been. There's been no real economic data out there published that says, maybe we should rethink it. I mean, although it's obvious that we should have paid attention to all the other things that life brings us every day, and not just this one thing. It got me to think. Well, that's another. I've got an idea for another video, but I'm not going to bring that up now because I don't want to muddy the waters anymore, and I already have. All right, so what do you think? I mean, if we get to this summer and the vaccine doesn't work anymore, what are we all going to do? And I think those are the kinds of questions that no one is asking, much less answering. That's what we need to be thinking about. In 6 months, where are we going to be? In a year, where are we going to be? How are we going to make sure we get there? How are we going to make sure that that benefits the maximum number of people that it can benefit? Because if we come out of this with no economy left, nobody's really benefited, have they? And we can't even begin to count the human cost of that. So that's what we need to. That's what we all need to be thinking of. If you have any questions or comments, if you have any ideas, leave them in the section below. Like and subscribe. We appreciate when you do. And we'll see you on the next fairly depressing video.